Hi witches, and welcome back to another video of mine. It's going to be the first kind of vlog thing in 2020. I'm alone again, and my boyfriend will be back in about 1.5 weeks. And I'm not really sure what this video is going to be about. Maybe just my life, what's going on right now, and I will tell you guys. Maybe stuff like that. Yeah. So you can maybe tell that I dyed my hair. It's a few weeks old. I'm still sick, by the way. And it was kind of purplish, green, blue, and I'm probably going to make my half thing again. Like, I want to dye it rainbow one day, and I want to dye it one side green, the other one purple one day, like Joker themed. But you know, first of all, I will probably go back to ginger on the one half and blue on the other half, and we'll see. Yeah. Like I said, I'm on my own again, and I will be for 1.5 weeks, and I will probably film what I eat in a day, but I'm not sure if I will upload it on this channel or on my eating disorder channel. It's like, it depends on how my eating will be going on, I guess. So today I start my day off with a fruit platter, and I have leftovers because I wasn't hungry anymore. Like, I had mango and grapefruit and persimmons. Sorry, by the way, it's all over the place here, so that's my background right now. I'm sorry. Then I had a wrap. I don't have it anymore because I ate it all. It was vegan because I'm not really doing Veganuary, but kind of, like, I don't know, trying the best I can because I want to kind of live, I don't know, flexigan kind of thing. It's like a flexitarian, but just I don't eat meat, and vegetarian, but mostly vegan with some vegetarian meals, sometimes cheese, sometimes dairy products. I will be still eating eggs if I get them from my best friend's mom's chickens. So yeah. And I had some tortilla chips. So that was it. Oh, and I had some Pepsi Max Cherry. Again, my favorite. And a lot of stuff has been going on the last couple of weeks, I guess, months maybe. And I'm not even sure what to think of all of it, but I will probably let you guys know in the upcoming videos, or maybe in the upcoming clips, I don't know. For now, I need to go out, and I am struggling socially, so I don't go out on my own. I am severely depressed at the moment. Even though I'm wearing makeup, you might be able to tell, like, I looked like a zombie when I got up. I had migraine, and I was pale as fuck, and I'm still pale as fuck. Like, I don't care at that point. I just don't want people to stare at me all the time when I go out, when I'm so socially phobic and stuff, so yeah. I'm struggling with panic attacks again, so that's fun, and really, really bad nightmares that doesn't even make sense, but my brain just thinks it's a nice thing to have, I guess. Yeah. I need to pick up my sleeping medication and some groceries, and I need to go to the drugstore, even though I'm on a quite tight budget for this month. So, a lot of stuff has been going downhill once again with my financial overview thing, but, you know, I can manage that. I'm tough when it comes to shortages when related to money, I guess. And I will probably do a challenge again, or maybe I will just make, like, living 3 days on, like, $1 or something like that. Maybe nothing that goes on for about a month, because it gets way too extreme for my mind, I guess, to be set in that tight of a budget. And it's quite making me sick, I guess, because I'm really focused on numbers when it comes to eating. Like, the people with an eating disorder for sure know. Usually I don't try to be as focused on food as I was, but, you know, I need something to, you could call it a skill, but it's not really a skill because it really doesn't help against my mental illnesses. But it's a skill to survive, so yes, my eating disorder is keeping me alive, most of the times at least. And here, I don't even know if this will just be a one-day vlog or if this is going to be a vlog with tomorrow, because I don't think that I will be doing much tomorrow because it's Sunday, and yeah. But I started to do stuff in my bathroom, and I had videos on my mobile phone once about my bathroom updates and stuff, but I think I don't have them anymore, but I will look it up, because I started filming back in November when I started to do my bathroom, and yeah, we will see. So, see you guys later. Witches, it's dark right now, as you might be able to see, and it's windy. I'm on my way back home now, and I'm really having fun. as soon as I arrive home. Because there are weird human beings out here, and like I said, I have some social issues. I have a bag with me. Yeah, I will probably show you things I bought as soon as I arrive home. So I'm back home, and I guess I need to find a place where I can stand up and film because it's really annoying to sit down and film, but whatever. So I'm going to show you what I bought now. The first thing wasn't planned at all. Well, kind of. I saw it in an ad and I wanted it, but I forgot about it. And really, I don't have the money to buy any out of planned stuff, but I really wanted new knives because I had this set before and I loved it. And it has been 5 years since, and most of them are missing. Like a trigger warning right here. I'm going to talk about Selfham now. This knife in another color, just I have it in gray with some floral stuff on and black, was my first thing to cut myself with in 2016. So I do still have this knife. I do still have this knife. I don't even believe that I had this one. This was my favorite knife, and I forgot it once on my stovetop, and it melted, and I don't know what happened to it. I don't know what happened to it, literally. I think I might find it again, but who cares? And they were pretty good, and it was 10 euros for 5 of them, and yeah. I love the color, by the way. I love green, although green has been my favorite color since it, switched from blue to green. Now it's going to, I don't know, it's changing again. Like, I think I like turquoise and blue more than green by now, but, this green is beautiful. So I got these. I bought a salad, by the way, and he just gave me this little leaf that fell off, so it's a little bit, not beautiful anymore. And I bought some carrots. I was planning on getting, loose ones, but I chose spontaneously to go to a different store, so I picked up what they had. I picked up the ones with the green. You can technically eat it. It's really healthy and stuff, but I don't like it that much, and I know that my bunnies love it, so I will feed the green to my bunnies and some of the carrots as well, and some of them I'm going to eat by myself. And by the way, a lot of the salad stuff was reduced because it's Saturday evening and the stores are closed on Sunday, so they reduced a lot of stuff. I picked up some, I think they're called Rapunzel salad or something. Like this. And my bunnies don't love it, but they will eat it, like, and I try to switch up the diet a little bit. And here's just the head of lettuce that I bought. I think it's called baba lettuce. Again, I don't like lettuce or salad in general, so it's for my bunnies, and it's not a salad that they love. But again, like I said, I like to switch the diets up sometimes. I wanted to buy loose potatoes, but again, I changed my mind and switched the store. So I bought small potatoes. I don't know, I saw a video from Modest Dish, or Cheap but Lazy but Vegan, or Anna's Kitchen. If you remember her, I'm really sad that she just closed her channel down, by the way. I was never able to finish the, I'm leaving or this is the end video kind of thing, because it made me so sad, because she was one of the YouTubers that kept me up and going, so yeah. But anyway, she showed small potatoes in an Indian dish she made, and I was really craving small potatoes, and I don't feel these. And if I would have gotten fresh ones, I just had to clean them, and I didn't have to peel them, but, I didn't came around to go to a farmer nearby today, so that's fine. I picked up some parsnips, kind of. They are kind of called parsley roots. I have some parsnips here as well, and they are two different things, but, I want to make soup out of them, so I've got them. I don't even know if I'm going to make the soup, because I wanted to make it today, but I'm too depressed, I guess. I picked up some mini cucumbers. Usually I will get the bigger ones because they are cheaper, but because I'm so depressed, I know that I won't get up and cut my cucumber and eat it, so that's what I went with. And I got into eating persimmons or kakis fluently, so I bought 2 more. I still have 3, I think, but, I like them when they're a little bit on the harder side, because I don't like too ripe fruit. I don't like my fruit too mushy and too sweet and stuff. I prefer a little bit sour or bitter fruit. Oh, by the way, I just got told today that I'm not allowed to eat grapefruit with my sleeping medication. I know that grapefruit has some enzymes and stuff that affects the way the medicine works, or some medication works, but I never thought about it, and I'm eating grapefruit today, and I thought I would finish it when I took my sleeping medication, but I guess I will not. Yeah. So that was fun. In general, the appointment, or not appointment, but the visit where I got my medication from was quite interesting today. Oops. I got 2 quite unripe bananas because I had 3 ripe ones, and I like to make banana pancakes or just feed it to my bunnies. And no, bunnies aren't allowed to have a lot of bananas, but like I said, I have 3 of them, and one of them isn't able to eat really solid food, so that's also where you're going with. I bought 2 things of soy cuisine, just like soy cream for cooking and stuff. And again, that might look weird or funny, but I don't have children, but I bought baby food. 2 times squash, pumpkin is the correct word, and 2 times baby carrot. Okay, that was an alarm from my neighbor's door, the doorbell, like, I don't know. I bought this for Twiggy, by the way, because one of our bunnies is toothless, or not completely toothless, but she is missing some of her teeth, and has problems with chewing sometimes, so she gets fed this critical care thing, and I will blend it with, or mix it in with this, so she will eventually eat more of it, because she enjoys it more, like, in that way. And for the same reason, I bought apple and banana thing. I don't know, she's not supposed to have a lot of fruit, because fruit does contain a lot of sugar, and it's not that good for bunnies or rabbits in general. But sometimes I will mix it in to make it a little bit more, that she will prefer to eat it. It's sometimes a struggle, and I don't want to force feed her all the time, so she will eat it eventually on her own. Like, yesterday I didn't mix in anything but some oats, so you can tell she wasn't happy about that because I ran out of baby food, so she didn't eat a lot of it. But she will eventually eat things of it. And the last thing, again a funny thing, like I said, I don't have children, but I bought some pre-milk. Like I said, I try not to eat dairy or anything, and this is more for role-playing with my rebounds, but I won't throw it away. I looked at the calories, like, obviously, and I looked at the nutrients, and they're pretty good, and I will just use it up by myself. And after that, I will buy powdered soy milk or powdered coconut milk or stuff like that. Maybe oat milk, but I don't think that will happen. Or I'm going to buy powdered almond milk, which is just instant milk, like vegan style. Probably soy milk or just coconut milk. And we'll put it in this box. I just wanted a box to look like baby food, so yeah. We try not to destroy it because I never looked into something like that. Because my mom breastfed me and my brother, and, I don't have children. And I never babysat. Oh, okay. That's cute. That's neat. We have a little spoon. I remember those. And then we just have 2 baggies of milk. And I think that they might work for me as well. Especially if I should get back into a time now where I don't really want to eat a lot of food and a lot of calories, because they have, for 100 milliliter of prepared portion size things, 65 calories. So that's okay. It's a lot, I think, because I prefer downwatered vegan milk. So, like, I don't know, if I would eat cornflakes in an eating disorder setting thing, I think you can look it up in my older videos, but I think I would put half milk, maybe oat milk for 40 calories or maybe 30 calories, and then put half water. So, that's a lot of calories, especially for liquid, because liquids are one of my fear foods, still, liquid calories. I had a juice, though, some days ago, which was, wow, mind-blowing for me. Like, it was the first juice in a long, long time, and it was delicious. But it kind of freaked me out, and I said that's my breakfast, even though I was eating quite a lot. I had a phase where I was going through 4,000 calories a day, and I had phases now, until the date, where I'm eating like 1,800 to 2,500 calories a day, which is the healthy amount that I should be eating, but, it's taking a toll on me. So I got this, and yeah. I have some stomach problems when it comes to dairy and gluten, so this obviously contains dairy, so we'll see how it works for me, but I will try it, and I don't know, I think it might taste sweet or something. That's what I was told, at least. And it doesn't contain a lot of protein, though, 1.4 grams of protein for 100 grams of prepared liquid. I could mix in some protein powder maybe, but I don't really enjoy drinking protein powder. But I will, make protein milk like water and protein powder mixed together and then eat it with cornflakes and stuff. So, I don't know. We will try it and we won't waste anything just because I like to roleplay. I'm using an app currently that I started roleplaying with my reruns with, kind of. But I will make separate videos on my reruns in the future, on a separate channel, by the way, so it won't be on this channel. This channel is just in general and just, me being awkward, being weird, having problems, struggling, taking challenges on, stuff like that. And yeah, that was the entire haul, by the way, and I don't know where I put my sleeping medication. Oh, here it is. Like I said, I picked up the box of my sleeping medication. I don't even know if that's interesting, but that's my sleeping medication. It's called Zopiclone. And it's a strong, I don't know even if that's interesting, but it's a strong sleeping medication, like I said. One of the strongest that you can get without a doctor watching you all the time here in Germany, at least. Yeah, it needs to be prescribed, so I've been on it for 3 years almost, 2.5, 3 years, and it's usually just used for 2 weeks or 3 weeks of treatment, so that's fun. But I'm still able to sleep without it, by the way. I don't know. We don't know how it works, but we as me and my doctors, we are guessing that my dissociative, I think is the correct way to pronounce it, thing, and me, and my immunity to being, the need to abuse stuff like alcohol and stuff is work in a weird way, so I can't crave it all the time, or I can crave it, but I don't need it all the time, and my body isn't physically able to just, I'm missing a word here, but I'm sorry, to want to consume it all the time, literally. If my mind decides to, I don't want it anymore, I will just stop, because I have been an alcoholic in my past, and after 3 months of drinking every day, a lot of every day, for the first time, I was never drunk, because I needed to be in control still, and else than that, I went straight from drinking every day like 2 or 3 bottles of different stuff or mixing stuff to drinking not at all without help. Like, I was in a clinic at that point, daycare clinic thing, but it hasn't to do with it. Like, I still drank in the beginning of it, so the clinic just didn't help me anyway, so I don't know. And that's just one of the things I went off on my own, like, I don't know. Sorry for the rambling, but like I said, it's a long vlog today, so I will probably end it today and just post a random first vlog 2020 video today. And maybe I will see you guys later today, but we will see. So I know I told you guys I wouldn't do any rerun related stuff on this channel anymore or right now, but since I haven't started on my new channel yet, I will just show you. This is Magdalena. Maybe you remember her. She isn't a real reborn. She is more of kind of just a doll. She has kind of a big sister called Madita, and I'm going to adopt more reborns during the next years, I guess. But yeah, I started a simulation on hard, so we are going to see how this is going to turn out. Yeah, I'm going to do my house chores by now. Just cleaning the kitchen and making food, brushing my teeth and going to bed soon. But in the meantime, I will just let this run and we will see if there will be any problems this evening. So I'm just showing you my dinner real quick because I'm running out of storage space. I have 1 persimmon cut up. It's not really ripe, but like I said, I don't like ripe fruit. And I have, I think, a third of a big mango, also not ripe because mango isn't in season. I have guacamole with, I think, 3 cherry tomatoes, half an avocado, some lime juice, salt, garlic, no, not garlic salt, but garlic powder, onion, red onion to be specific, and some other seasoning like pepper and stuff, and I have a bunch of corn tortilla chips. So I'm having those, I don't know, garlic and parsley crisps. And they are oily and delicious. Hi witches, it's in the middle of the night, as you might be able to tell. I don't have really good lighting or anything. I'm just back out from a lot of flashbacks. By the way, the word I was looking for yesterday, sorry, was addicted or addiction. Yeah. I woke not even woke up because I never got around to sleep, but I listened to some songs, and because I'm laying on a mattress on the floor at the moment because I was too lazy to put it away, and I put all the stuff on my bed, and I'm just sleeping on my boyfriend's bed currently. I had a flashback, and I realized like half an hour or hour later that I was screaming and crying for my mom and saying, "I'm sorry, I miss ya. Mom, please, Mom, where are you, Mom?" Like, I don't know, like a child. And it really took me about 1.5 hours to realize I'm there are weird sounds in my home. I'm sorry. I'm really paranoid, sorry. It took me 1.5 hours roundabout to realize that my mom wasn't here, that she hates me, and that she doesn't want to have any contact with me, and that I can cry and scream for her as much as I want, literally, and she won't answer me, and it was really hard. I thought I was over it, but it took a really bad turn on me, I guess. I wasn't expecting to have a flashback this long and this hard. I called my therapist. No, obviously, he's not in his office and or stuff. But he will probably get to listen to it on Tuesday, so in about 3 days. I literally just told him that I have had really bad flashbacks and I don't know who I should talk to. And I thought that I was okay with it. Like, I knew that my mom didn't want to have contact with me anymore. She didn't even told me, but she just stopped replying to me, and she never told me why. And my father came out one day and told me that she was blaming me for everything, and that he blames me for everything too, because I should have... Sorry, that doesn't make sense in any way, but I'm just coming out of a flashback. Like I said, I had a panic attack. Just, my father just straight up told me that they think that it's all my fault, and that my 12, 13, 14, 15-year-old self was grown up, and so I can take responsibility, or my 12, 13, 14, 15, or 16 years old me should take responsibility for what it did. And my parents are just hurt people, and, I literally destroyed them. And my mom went crazy after that, and my father just, he just never was an emotional type of person, so he didn't really care. Yeah. And the thing is, I don't feel like I will ever grow up in my life. And I hope that these nightmares and these flashbacks will stop one day. I'm in therapy for it, but they are getting worse again, and it's hard, and it helps me to talk to someone, and even though I don't know you out there, but it helps me that maybe someone will watch it and just think, oh, okay, I know maybe something, I know something similar, like, I don't know, maybe it will help some person out there, or it will just help me, just like feeling that there's someone out there interested in, that there are people struggling, and that's not always the child's fault if something went wrong, and that parents aren't always supportive. I hate that all the people are telling me a mother will always, always, always love her children, no matter what, when my mother straight up told me before that she hates me. Like, no. It's not always the case that parents love their children. And stop victim blame me, please. I feel like I'm the abuser in all of this, because all the grown-ups tell me and told me that back then, and they're still telling me that. And I don't want to play the victim, but it's victim blaming always to tell people like me that I should have taken responsibility back then. I was a child. I was abused at that time. Like, for what should I have taken responsibility? That I didn't went to the police? That, I don't know. I told authorities, but no one ever wanted to listen to me. And a few weeks back then, my aunt told me that all the people around us have known what happened to me when I was younger, and nobody cared. all the people knew that my father was cheating on my mom. Never ever came someone up and told us that. And the people knew that my father was abusing me and was mistreating all of us, and that he was a narcissist and stuff. All the people knew that my mother was broken, and that all the people knew that my brother was lifted high in the sky while I was just dismissed. By the way, my brother is having a rough time right now, so he's still living with my parents, but my parents are just abusive mentally, and I can't do anything about it, and it just fucks me up. I just don't know what to do. And all these years, nobody ever cared. Nobody wanted to listen to me, and until the day today, my mom don't want to listen to me or anyone else. Like, my mom knows by now that my father abused me, and that was a day when she didn't want to talk to me ever again. That was about 3 years ago. It's rough, and I hate myself for telling her. Have I kept it a secret, maybe she would still love me, and she wouldn't blame herself. She should maybe blame herself, but I don't know. I just need her, and she hates me, and that's hard. Stop making it harder for me. I don't know who I'm talking to, but,